Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be a new makeup releases must or bust. This is going to be episode number 5. If you're new here, this is my version of a will I buy it video created of course by Samantha March, and it's when I go over the brand new makeup releases that have been sneak peeked on Instagram and I let you know my thoughts. If you happen to spy something that you think I might like or that you would like to hear my commentary on, be sure to tag me on Instagram and I'll include it in the next video. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, I'm Yori. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you're going to enjoy this one, and if so, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up while you're watching and hit the subscribe button if you would like to be friends. Now without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into the video. I am going to screen record while I search so that you can follow along and see exactly what I'm talking about, as well as give credit to the Instagram accounts that I use to find all of the new makeup release information. So I'm just going to scroll through and kind of comment on anything that catches my eye, both positively as well as negatively. I see powder foundation. I'm not much into powder foundation, though I'd like to try it, and I have a few in my collection already. So it looks like Glamlight is releasing a chocolate collection, and their monochromatic palettes. Bulky packaging, but cute. Right now I'm trying to be mindful of what I'm bringing into my collection, and I have a lot of monochromatic palettes as well as colorful palettes in general, and I'm sure any look I could get out of those palettes I would be able to get from my existing collection. And then it looks like there's some glosses. In addition to that, I'm also minimizing lip products because I have so many. Too Faced continuing with their all neutral stuff. This is a summer collection, Sunset Stripped. Nope. Pat McGrath is expanding on the Bridgerton collection. Looks like 2 lipsticks and 2 lip liners. I like her formula for both, but we already spoke about my thoughts on lip products. With the Kylie stuff, I haven't bought from Kylie Cosmetics since she kind of sold to the company that owns Almay. I don't remember what the parent company is called, but I haven't made a purchase, but I have enjoyed her products from her original line, and I still have a lot of them, so I definitely don't need to invest in more. Now this is the first thing that's really getting me. This is the Hela palette by Odin's Eye in collaboration with Angelica. This is green eyeshadow. I am absolutely going to buy it. At first I was thinking I'll buy it for a review, but literally my feed has been flooded with videos on this eyeshadow palette. They sent out a lot of PR, and so I probably won't make a dedicated video just because it will be old news by then, but I'm definitely going to buy it because I have recently tried the Odin's Eye formula and I really liked it. I tried Tina the Fancy Face palette. I really liked the look that came out of it, and I thought the shadows were really easy to work with. And this one is green, and I absolutely love green eyeshadow. Their prices are really reasonable. This one looks like it's $43.90, and for a collaboration palette with such elaborate packaging, I think that's a fair price. Looks like Trend Mood does have a discount code, but I know it's not going to work on that collection. I'm going to pick up the Mini Erd palette, the green one, because I know that one is in stock when I place the order for this one. Definitely getting this one. Here's something. Ulta carrying Charlotte Tilbury. I've heard a lot of conflicting information on whether or not this is true. I know Ulta just announced that they were going to be carrying Fenty Beauty, which is great. I mean, it's more of an opportunity for us to collect and spend our points on some of our favorite brands. Charlotte Tilbury happens to be one of my absolute favorite brands, and I would be absolutely thrilled to be able to purchase at Ulta Beauty. I think that's great. Again, I've heard conflicting information that it might not be true. Somebody was saying something about Sephora having signed an exclusivity arrangement, but Charlotte Tilbury sold at Nordstrom and other retailers, so I don't know, but it would be nice. I'd definitely be on board for it. Baloney masks. Oh, here's something. Patrick Ta is re-releasing the blushes that he released in the holiday blush palette, which I actually own. So you see 4 different shades of blush. 3 of those are from the existing holiday palette, which I have. So I actually did already order one of the shades. So the shade that is not in the palette is the one that is called She's Blushing, and it's going to be the one in the lower left corner. So I have already purchased that. It's on its way to me, and I'll probably share it in a trying new makeup video. I already know I like the formula, and for some reason that one just got me. The lip products, they look really pretty, but again, I'm not purchasing lip products at the moment. Yeah, the lip products look really pretty. It's just a lip gloss though, so it's funny. If it's a lip gloss, it looks more matte, right? Pass on the lip gloss. Here's a Morphe collaboration. I'm not sure who the influencer is. Her name is Niani, and I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. And at first, when I saw the palette, I thought it was going to be 3 separate palettes, which I thought was cute. but it actually turns out that it's one big palette. It's just kind of partitioned into color stories, and personally I'm drawn to the one in the middle, of course, because it includes a lot of greens, but I'm not interested in a large palette like that. So for now I'll be passing on that one. Here's that Glam Light Hershey collection. Here's this. I have to have this. I have to have this. This is by Glaminatrix, which is an Australian indie brand, and this will be available February 20th. I have my alarm set. And look at this gorgeous palette. It's just so beautiful. This is the Nocturnal palette, and it is a pre-order, so I probably won't get it until April or something. Let's see. It just says it's available February 20, but I do know from the Glaminatrix website that this is a pre-order. The price is $54, but I do know that some people do have discount codes with this brand, so I'll be sure and research one so I can get a little bit of money off. I have a pending order from this brand, which is the Sandra Rose palette. It's a re-release, but it's been on pre-order probably since November, and I still don't have it. So the pre-orders are kind of those extended ones, but this color story is so beautiful. I have to have it. I think this more than anything else. Like, this is my first priority, and then the Odin's Eye palette is my second. This is a really pretty color story. This one is by Clarity Cosmetics, and I was actually tempted to purchase this. This one is already available, and the reason why I didn't is because I have their Cobra palette, and I have about 2 more eyeshadow palettes from them, and I'm yet to try them, so I'm not familiar with their eyeshadow formula, and I think it's the responsible thing is for me to try the formula before I keep investing. Even though this color story is really pretty, it reminds me of a darker, richer version of a Give Me Glow palette, which I already own. So I was able to resist this palette. I'm gonna keep it in the back of my mind though. It is still available if you're interested in picking it up. Here's something from Kaleidos, and it's a new collection. We haven't seen a new collection from Kaleidos in some time, since I think the Flower Punk palette, which I do own. I own all of their palettes except for the first one, the Sea Luster palette. And this one looks like it includes 2 eyeshadow quads. Oh, this eye look is so pretty. Oh, I like that eye look. I'm gonna screenshot this and keep it for inspiration. That is so pretty. Anyway, I know there's 2 eyeshadow palettes in this collection, and I think with these I'll actually be able to pass on this collection. I have been interested in trying out their lip clays, but I don't want to place an order just for one item, so I think I'm gonna wait on this a little bit, but it looks really pretty, and they don't do a lot of neutrals. Most of their eyeshadow palettes have been more colorful, so I can see this is kind of rounding out the collection, but I do have the Natasha Denona Xenon palette and a ton of warm neutral shades, and so I'm going to have similar products already. I did notice that it seems to be the year of the concealer, so here's one by Benefit. It's already available. So it looks like Fenty Beauty is adding lipsticks to their collection, and they look super pretty. Oh, especially the shade Pose Queen. I love a peachy nude shade. Looks like a really nice range, and I believe the whole idea with this is that you buy the lipstick holder and then the refill's separate. Yeah, I did notice that the price of these is quite expensive. So it's it's $20 per shade and $12 for the case. I guess it's not too bad. The only thing about Fenty Beauty is that, you know, they haven't had permanent lip products. I've purchased a lot of lip products from Fenty Beauty and I've liked them fine, but the only thing that has actually stuck is the Gloss Bomb, in my opinion. I think it's a nice collection, but not alluring enough to purchase at this point. I definitely would swatch if I was in store though. This is something I almost pulled the trigger on just yesterday. Kosas is releasing a foundation, so it is the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation, SPF 25. It goes along with the Revealer Concealer. You can see the theme is very similar. The color range looks very nice. Looks like they have paid close attention to undertones in the color ranges. Looks like a really pretty natural finish, kind of dewy. I was trying to match myself and I was thinking I would be number 200. I do have a tendency to run olive, but number 210 looks a little bit deeper than my skin tone. The shades look really, really nice. I think that they paid really good attention to undertones and it looks really pretty. But I recently bought the Chanel foundation and I'm still kind of trying that out. And with my order with the Patrick Taub blushes, it did include a sample of the newest NARS foundation as well. So I think that's gonna have to satisfy my curiosity for foundations for the time being. But I can't wait to hear what people think about this one. Here's another concealer. This is the Tarte Power Flex concealer. concealer. I swear that they have another concealer in this line, the Rainforest of the Sea or Tarte Sea collection. So this one is not intriguing me enough, but it just seems, here's another concealer. Liss Beauty is another one. I was really interested in trying out their foundation, but again, I have quite a number of foundations to get through at this point. More about the Fenty lipsticks. The Jaclyn Hill liquid lipsticks. I actually think her liquid lipstick formula is pretty nice. And the colors that are in this line, they're pretty nice as well. I definitely like the shade I'm In It. I like those corally pink shades. I think they're really nice for summer especially. It's interesting that she would launch it this time of year, but I guess it's for Valentine's Day. And then she has a remover product. I believe these are already available at Ulta Beauty. And then of course we have the obligatory ColourPop release. This eyeshadow palette looks really pretty. It's the Rock Candy palette. Pretty enough, but again, oops, I'm just not in the market for such a large eyeshadow palette full of neutrals. I have all these shades in other palettes. And another concealer from Urban Decay, the Stay Naked Quickie concealer, and it looks like it's available in Europe right now. I still miss the Stay Naked Skin Concealer. That was one of my favorites. Who knows if this will be something similar. It looks like it has a sponge in the cap. See how the caps, or a little brush maybe? Maybe it's a brush. I never use those. I don't like to see the dirty cap. It just, I don't know, I like my makeup to look nice, and so I never use those. Here we have the Make It Black collection, and I was actually watching Jen Loves, one of her What's Up in Makeup videos, and she was mentioning that this collection is more than just repackaging old product for Black History Month. There's actually like charitable components to it and some social initiatives with it as well. She explained it really well, so I definitely suggest you check out her video. It looks like the brands participating are Morphe, MAC, Oma Beauty. That's all I'm seeing. The Oma Beauty lip products are really nice. I really enjoy those. And I have an eyeshadow palette from their collection that I haven't yet tried. And so again, I want to try out their formula before I commit to buying more. And the Morphe and the MAC lipsticks, I'm sure I have all of those shades in my collection. Look at this image. This is Undone. This is nail polish. I've never heard, oh, this is Machine Gun Kelly's collection. Okay, $18 each. I'm not interested in purchasing from this collection, but I have to say, like, something about the image is appealing to me. Maybe it's creepy. I don't know. But that's a pass. And I think this is pretty much, we're through all the February posts. So this is the Ace Beauté Tropical Vibe palette. I have this palette. I've not yet used it. I do think that the little quad of, they look like Super Shock shadows. I think that they look really interesting. I have a couple of these shadows in other color stories that I got from BoxyCharm, and I have not used them, so again, I have no business invest. They look really pretty though. I'm a sucker for green eyeshadow. $28 for the quad. They're really pretty. Danessa Myricks has new Chrome Flakes. I have a few of these and I'm still learning how to use them a little bit in my collection, so I definitely wouldn't invest in more. Another concealer by KVD Vegan Beauty. Looks like people are really enjoying this one. I have it in my Ulta cart. I was trying to figure out what shade I might be, and I was leaning towards the shade 120, I think it was 129 or 126. That's kind of around in the neighborhood where I usually get my concealers, but shade 131 looks pretty nice too. I guess it's the year of the concealer. I love trying out new concealers because my under eye is my problem area. I'm actually not enjoying the concealer I'm wearing today actually. So now we're back at the lipsticks. So let me check a couple of other accounts. For luxury makeup, I like chicprofileofficial. So Dior lip products, we talked about those. A Dior concealer. This is from the Backstage line. Hermes lipstick. I wanted these Tom Ford quads. Are these the ones? Yes. So I really wanted the one in the shade Rose Topaz, and I had it in my cart when it launched at Sephora, and I was gonna buy it because they're creamy eyeshadows, and I love working with cream products, and it's a new formula for the brand as well, so I was curious. But it's always very difficult for me to drop $90 on 4 eyeshadows. That literally has to be the most expensive eyeshadow brand. They look so pretty, especially is it the Tiger eye. Yeah, the tiger eye quad. So pretty. Oh no, this one. This is the one I wanted. The rose topaz one. It looks super pretty. Right now they're sold out on Sephora, but I can definitely keep a lookout. This is something that already launched and I've seen a lot of reviews for it. This is the Natasha Denona Valentine's kit. It's available at Sephora already and they are all repeat shades. So I definitely did not purchase this. I have the Love palette. I have the Cranberry palette. So there was no reason for me to purchase this. Even though I have all of the Natasha Denona larger palettes, I do not have all of the minis. We're already all the way back in January, so I think that's pretty much everything here. Another account that I follow for luxury makeup is this one. More Too Faced stuff, the Dior concealer we talked about. This has my attention. This is the Bobbi Brown, let's see. So I believe that this account is located in Russia, so I always have to look at the translation. This is the Bobbi Brown Beauty Well Traveled Luxe to Travel Eyeshadow Palette. So it's supposed to release in February, and I've been keeping my eye out. I keep Googling because this palette, I don't know if you watch Paulina Beauty, but she has a quad of Bobbi Brown eyeshadows that she absolutely loves, and they are topper eyeshadows. And this palette has 3 of those shades because that palette is no longer available. Somebody has it listed on Poshmark for like $150 and we are not doing that. We're just not doing that. So I'm really on the lookout for this palette. Natasha Denona lip glosses, no. Here's the Urban Decay concealer again. Makeup Forever foundation. This, I saw this on LBD Beauty, so Lynette's channel, and she was talking about these Glow Play blushes, and I like this purple one, the fluorescent one. I enjoy the Glow Play blush formula. Oh, that's hard to say. Glow Play blush formula, and it's like a putty formula, and this is just such a unique shade. I think I have a powder blush by Lorac that is in this shade that I haven't pulled out from my collection in a really long time, so maybe I should play with it until this releases. Let's see when it's going to be available. So it looks like it starts in February. That gives me enough time to play with it to see if it's a shade that I would really enjoy. But it's definitely unique. I don't have a cream blush in that color. Here's that Bobbi Brown quad again. It's so nice. So nice. So yeah, here it is again. It's called the Beauty Well Traveled Luxe to Travel Eyeshadow Palette. If you guys see this on sale anywhere, let me know because I really want that. Really, really want that. Oh, you saw it? Okay. With regard to that palette, who knows when it's gonna launch. It reminds me of the Tropic palette. Like, I believe that there are even shades in there that are in the Tropic palette. I'm not 100% sure, but it just has that similar vibe. And I actually just reviewed the Beauty Bay Love Notes palette. That's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. And those lighter pastel shades just do not look good on me. But of course, I'm such a Natasha Denona fan. I'm probably gonna buy it. Shame on me, but I'm probably gonna buy it. Anyway, so that's already back to January. So I will stop. Well, this looks pretty too. So this is a Sculpt Glow Duo by MAC. Reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Duo. Anyway, let's look at some indie makeup next. Alright, so let's take a look. We talked about this palette already. Definitely want that one. This one is really pretty, the Lunar Retrograde palette. It's an interesting color story, definitely something a little bit different, but I don't think that this one is right for me. This one is September Rose. It's nice to see September Rose back to posting products. I remember their original palette, I think it was called the Slush. I would see that all over a few years ago. And now they have this one. This one is kind of a monochromatic palette, so not really my cup of tea. We talked about the Ace Beauté. We talked about the Glaminatrix. I have to have that palette. The Plain Jane Remastered. I watched a few reviews on this one, and even though I have all of the Adept Cosmetics palette, I have the Plain Jane, and then I have the replacement shades when Plain Jane was redone the first time. And so I believe that altogether I would have like 6 repeat shades, and I just couldn't spend the money to get 6 new shades, even though their formula is one of my favorites. Like, I love wearing their shimmery shadows. I may eventually buy that one. We talked about the Clarity one, Amunet New. I own this one already, so I have that one. Oh, the Blend Bunny Dollhouse. I tried the Blend Bunny formula and I loved it. I tried their Surge palette and it's so fantastic. just amazing, amazing quality. And the Dollhouse is their newest launch. It's more of a neutral palette, and I could probably get a lot of use out of it for work and stuff like that. But I have so many neutrals, and it's a larger palette as well. But I just know their formula is going to be top notch, like absolutely top notch. Oh, here's something, and I'm already up to December, so I'll stop here. I actually own this palette. This is the Tammy Tanuka Snake is Born palette, and I bought the little teeny tiny one. Oh my gosh, is it small. I mean, I guess I should have known from looking at it in the picture, but it caught me a little off guard when I actually bought it. It's another one that I had to wait quite some time for, so if you'd like to see me do a look with that one, I'd be happy to. It's again a green palette, so I absolutely had to get it. It's got some shifty shades in there too. It's really pretty. Maybe I could compare it to the Sugar Drizzle Polish Pickle palette, because that has a similar vibe. Oh, I feel like I've been talking for a long time, but I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and so I wanted to go and take a look at new makeup releases and see what was threatening my low buy. So far it's just going to be those two palettes from Glaminatrix and from Odin's Eye. Definitely those. That's going to be everything for today's video. Again, if you spot something online that you think I might like, definitely tag me on Instagram so that I can take a look. My Instagram is @personalbeautylab. I love to see what you guys find and what you're excited about. Anything that's already available that we talked about today, I will leave linked in the description box down below if you're interested in checking any of those out. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please let me know by giving it a big thumbs up for me. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to join me for a future video, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm not on any set schedule at the moment, but I'm uploading about 3 times a week. So if you'd like to catch up with that content, then you want to hit the notification bell so that you're notified when those videos go live. I also share it on Twitter if you'd like to follow me over there, because I know sometimes the YouTube notification bell is not 100% reliable. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing really, really well, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon on my next one. Bye-bye.